Rightio, let's do this, ladies and gents. G'day, Stu from UAV Futures here, and welcome back to the FPV Mix, the Super Sunday subscriber special. We're going to be doing a bit of a live stream and watching some of your videos, answering your questions, having a giveaway, and just having some fun. So thank you for tuning in, everybody. Let me know, first things first, like usual, I want to check the audio and let me know how the stream's going so I'm not talking to myself. I think everything is hopefully set up correctly. I just want to double check some things here as I get them working with the windows, all that sort of stuff. I think we got the times right today, but it took a little bit. Jay saying, but it's Monday. That's right, Jay. We have different time zones across the world. Good thing. Welcome to Jay FPV in here. If anybody doesn't know, we might check out his channel a little bit later, but he loves to crash my DJI drones into the top of some very, very tall trees. So all in all, some good fun. But let's have a look, Peter. We've got 7 drivers saying it's good. Simon's tuning in from New Zealand. Mike's camping in FPV. Welcome back. We got FPV Nick saying, hey, hey, hey. Looks like we've got a few ducks in here as well. Johnny DRC. So, yeah, it's looking good in the chat. People saying it's all nice and lots of hellos as well. What day is it where you are today? Yeah, it is my Monday morning for me. But it's probably Sunday for a lot of you viewers as well. So Johnny DRC, it's Sunday over there. And Jonathan D, he's from Oklahoma, tuning in. What we're going to be doing today, I thought it might be fun. Hopefully you guys can hear me as well. I'm sure that, yeah, you must be because you're telling me what day and time it is. But we're going to go through, we're going to look at some of your videos, and I thought we could leave some comments on some videos that don't really have enough views or deserve a little bit more love and things like that. So we're going to be looking at, if I open up my Discord, if you want to put your, I'll put a little create invite as well. And I'm going to be posting this. If you want to put your videos in this channel, we might be checking some of these out, sharing some love. We might find some. I'm not going to play any with sound on those. So I'm going to be making sure I turn the sound off. But if we have a look over here on the screen cap, put your videos in just here. This is where we're going to be having a look at them and watching some others. So I'm going to put this link. If you've got a video that you want to share, oh, that's not the right one. If you've got a video that you want to share, you can check this link out. That'll take you straight to that place where you can paste it. We can go check that out because I feel like some pilots out there need a bit more love, and maybe we just want to check out some pilot skills. You might have something cool that you want to show off, all that sort of stuff, and let's use this platform as a bit of a way to go have a look at it. All right. And JFPV OGs, for the love of Odin, don't show one of my videos. All right, no worries. I got you, Jay. Loud and clear. We might do a subscriber special or something another time for you. And Ezra Ross we're going to answer your question first as well, so we give people a bit of a chance to put this in. You're saying, is the Modulus 7 any good for a beginner? Now, for those of you who don't know, let's have a look at the Modulus 7. I really, really like the Modulus 7. I felt like it was one of the first quads that ever really, it kind of broke out of the Whoop being just for indoors kind of ideas that we had. And let's see, it looks like this. I'll put this up on the screen as well. I'll change it from for some reason it's in UK dollars for a second, then jump to let's put it on USD. And so this is the Mob 7. Let's have a look here. Screen cap. So this is the Mob 7. Is this a good beginner drone? Yeah, I think so. They're going to be fast. They're going to be fun. You can take it indoors and you can also take it outdoors, which I think is a big plus. So I don't know really the differences. I only ever flew around on the V1. I have not flown the V2, so I can't tell you if it feels any different in the air or anything like that. But yeah, I really like this quad, and I felt like for me, it's probably coming up about 2 years ago now, since we did, at least 18 months or so, maybe even 2 years, yeah, since we reviewed the original Mob 7. But when I first flew it, I knew it was something special. Went straight home and made a video. I was like, man, check this thing out. But yeah, I think it's great. If you're gonna get this, you're gonna have fun. It's flexible. It's not gonna break. I felt like they were pretty durable. I've still got mine. It still flies. It's had a lot of packs through it. It goes well on a 2S. It goes well on a 3S. Even Russ Wolf, the old man, has one of these, and he can fly one of these around as well. All right. I'm also drinking my morning coffee. I kind of just woke up not too late ago. I did go to bed at a reasonable time. Of course, kids seem to wake you up all through the night. I've got my FPV swag. I don't know if that lighting is pretty terrible. I do need to fix that. But got my FPV swag cup as well. Having a bit of a sip of the Cup of Joe, or whatever you guys call it over in the States as well. All right. And Cold Poor Northern says, at your futures, g'day, can't decide on analog or digital. Now, this one is something that keeps coming up again and again and again. I see in a lot of forums, a lot of Reddit posts, a lot of people discussing it in the comments and on Discord. What should they be getting? But I want to say it depends how much money you have. If you cannot afford and you really don't have any spare cash, then there is nothing wrong with going analog. You can get a cheap set of secondhand analog goggles, maybe even then you're off to the races. You're going to be having fun. If you are hardcore into racing and you want to get racing tomorrow, like next week, you want to go to the races and you wanted to compete, well, then also analog might be something for you. But I really, truly feel like if it was up to me and the sort of flying that I do, where I'm just going to the park, I might be flying with some friends, not more than 8 pilots at once or anything like that. So probably just a small group of people. Digital is just, it is such a better experience flying around in terms of the confidence I have on the range, even on the video link, also on the radio link, and it records for you. It gets some really nice DVR. Even if you're watching the DVR back, it looks amazing. So overall, I feel like digital is well worth it, especially when you look at the price comparison to some of the top end. Like, it's cheaper to get a set of digital goggles than it is to get some Orca goggles as well. All right. Raven187 is in the chat. He's saying my US 65 won't die, so he's been flying around that little Brussels swoop for a long time. Russ Wolf giving me a thumbs up there. And yeah, that's what I should be doing. We've got 61 people watching. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Let me know what you're doing too today. How was your weekend? Did you get out and go flying? Let's hit that thumbs up button. And we've been streaming for 7 minutes, so that's not too bad. And I feel like I kind of got the time right today. I did click it. I went, yep, let's set it Monday, 10 o'clock, and then I went in and I had to I always have to go back in and double check the time because it say, hey, did you mean Tuesday at 4:25 a.m.? No, I did not, YouTube. What are you doing? So thank you for everybody who's tuning in. Looks like you guys are understanding too that it's going to be coming out at this time if you're in the States, Thursday, Friday, Sunday at the, I don't know what, around the 7 p.m., 8 p.m. time. And if you're in Australia, it's going to be every Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Okay. We got Demiquad FPV. He's tuning in, and it's too windy where George Elliott is to go outside and play. I'm hoping to go outside and fly around the HX100 today, which is, I don't have it here. I wanted to show you. It's like a tiny little. I'll get it at some point as well. A tiny little 1S, I guess, toothpick quad. All right, and it's raining everywhere, raining for RC on every day. And Johnny D RC is saying it is 5 p.m. in California. And Ken Smith finally got my Skyzone 030s and my Tiny Hawk Freestyle. Had a good flight last night. So for anybody who doesn't know, the Skyzone 030s are pretty much the top of the line. Skyzone goggles that they make. They are absolutely incredible, but also very, very pricey nowadays. And let's have a look here, because this is where I feel like I used to really like these goggles, but if you're paying this much for them, whoo, geez Louise, that is an awful lot of money, because I think the DJI goggles are cheaper than that. So this is when I talk about if you've got the money and you want to buy some high-end stuff. Look at this. This is about the same price. So $529 for some digital goggles. So they are, was that cheaper than the $529 versus, I mean, I'm pretty sure, let me know in the comments, what would you buy between for $20 more, would you turn your current goggles into a set of DJI Digital? The FPV on this does look nice, but jumping back to what I should be saying too, talking about this, flying this with the Tiny Hawk Freestyle, you will be having a ton of fun. They are a smaller form factor. I think they look better. They look a bit cooler on your face. They come in some nicer colors. Just, again, that digital versus analog side of things. All right. If you got an important question too, thank you to my little Nightbot that's in there. Make sure you tag me with @UAVFutures. It makes it very easy for me to see the comments. And if you got those Skyzone goggles, I think some people are getting them for like look, LC FPV saying he got his for $350. So that's a much, much more attractive price. I don't know why they're $500 at the moment. That seems a little bit insane. We've got Charlie chilling out in the background as well. He actually was a bit reluctant to come inside because he was, I don't have anything for you just yet, buddy. Just chill. He was chilling out in the sunshine. All right. And Mark Binder, I'm going to buy the Skyzone O2Cs. Do I need to know something? Nope. If you can get these Skyzones O2Cs, they are absolutely a beautiful pair of goggles. You just got to look them for the right price. So, gee, is there any cheaper? Maybe it's just because we're in Australia and they've got a ship here. You should be able to get these for around. I've seen them for $260, so they seem to be $100 more expensive. I know if you're in Australia, it does show you G. See this little bit here? You guys can't even see. What's happening here? See this bit here? Where it says GST included. So bangers actually stick. So at the moment, there would be an extra $36 that's already applied to this. So if you search for this, maybe if I had a VPN or you want to tell me how much is this, if you search this up, if I put this link for you, how much is this for you guys there as well? And we got RC on every day, Eachine EV100. Yeah, they're not, and Jay's saying don't waste your time on those. They're not recommended anymore. He's saying get the EV800Ds or just safer better. The best budget options, if you go to this website just here, this is the world's best drone website. And we scroll down to these bad boys, the Hawkeye Little Pilot Goggles. These are the best FPV goggles you can get for cheap. They are significantly better than anything else on the market, and because number one, the price, versus you don't get eye strain. When you are looking, I'll put a link to these. When you are, let's see, copy a link address. When you are looking in these goggles, you don't feel like you're going cross-eyed, which is one of the big problems I have with box goggles. Unless you have perfect eye, I feel like my eyes too. I don't wear glasses. I don't have any other visual problems, but when I wear some box goggles, like the EV800Ds, or it can just strain my eyes just a little bit and almost give you a bit of a headache. So these ones. All right. Maverick Mini Cinematic, UAV Futures, not trying to promote my channel, but just saw your live, so watching, check my channel if you have time. So not trying to promote my channel, but I'm promoting my channel here. What I'm going to say, Maverick Mini, we may do that, but please check out, we're going to be having a look if you've posted it here. Duck My Squee, he's got his 1 minute of nature challenge, and I don't know, that might be, is that a bot grinder challenge or something like that here? If you've got a video, we're going to check yours out, Duck. Hopefully there's no music, but yeah, this is what we're going to look at right now. It is in the share your vids here on the Discord as well, and I can see Nick has just popped into voice chat as well. So let's do that. We're going to have a look at Duck's video because this is how we're going to be sharing them and where we're going to be drawing them from. Just got to make sure I get the right windows up, and got to make sure that I hit pause. Oh, perfect. There is no sound as well because I don't want a copyright strike. Here we go. 1 minute of FPV. Duck, in the comments, am I going to get a copyright strike? If you're watching this, please let me know while I answer the question. Otherwise, I might, because I know actually Duck, he's one of the UAV crew. And yeah, let me know if I put the sound on here, am I going to get a copyright strike, my friend? And people are saying those other Skyzones are $275 shipping to the USA. So it looks like Australia is getting messed over just a little bit here when it comes to our prices for the Skyzones. And Lord FPV, Stu, what do you think about the FlySky long-range module? I actually don't know anything about it. So it's the FRM 302. I haven't tried it, and in the past, FlySky hasn't had the best reputation for long range. I would probably be choosing something that I trust and have used in the past, like the TBS Crossfire. They seem to be hands down the best long-range solution that we have out there at the moment. And Kellis 2.0 or Com says, made an awesome crash video, Stu. Broke my Cine Queen, broke the arm, so I strapped it to a Traxxas/RC car, and FPV'd her till her arm comes in. You can watch the video and tell me while I failed safe. Well, if you post those videos in that little part, we might go check it out. Is Duck in here? Yes, it's claimed. Okay, so all right, we're going to be watching this without any music on. I will make the beautiful sounds we can hear. Here we go. Duck My Squee. 1 minute of nature challenge. I'm going to post his video. Actually, I don't need to post his video because it is in Discord if you want to go in here and have a look. But let's do it. I'm going to give him a thumbs up. And here we go. Let's have a look at his 1 minute challenge. He's flying around. This looks somewhere pretty beautiful, the jerk. Oh. Whoa, whoa. That's the seagulls making their noises. Whoa, 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 whoa. And he's all right. Here we go. So he's in the golden hour. He's flying around. It's a little bit washed out here, Duck. Come on, what's going on, mate? All this thousands of dollars of crazy equipment, being like a bird, flying around out here. A bit of nature. I can see those must be block grinders. 1 minute of nature challenge, and it looks like... Whereabouts are you standing? Let's see if we can spot him. I reckon this is him up here on the hill. Let's find out. Or maybe it's he's over here. Well, my first guess was this dude. It mustn't be him. We'll come back and see if that's going to be him. Do we get to find out where you're flying from, Duck? It does look gorgeous. I think he's probably using DJI. We've got some dog walkers. Look at these jokes. Imagine living in some of these houses. And this is one of the reasons why I want to go and live in New Zealand. It just, I don't know. Look, this bay is just like glass. No crazy waves. It looks very, very nice. All right. I don't know, where were you standing, Duck? You got to let us know, brother. All right, so there was Duck, my squee, and it definitely looks good. Whoopty wop, welcome for tuning in. He appreciates my sounds in there as well. Go in there. Let's give... I'll post the video, actually, in here. So that's what we were checking out. You can go in. Remember, we're going to give all these a thumbs up as well to find out what's happening. Maple FPV is saying, at your futures, hey man, remember when I got the Dom B3s? Yeah, it was too low field of view. Sold it, got HDOs and True Module D for $300. It's amazing. I guess if you got some HDOs and a True D module for $300, that's not bad. That's not a bad price. I'd absolutely be happy with that. And Evan Riggs says, what are some great long-range goggles? Now, that's a good question. Because when we're flying around, I'm going to say, and except for the really, really cheap ones, most goggles out there, whether they could be the EV800Ds, they could be the Nun goggles, any of the goggles, there's no real long-range solution. When it comes to long range, it is all about the antennas that you are using and the VTX that you're going to be using as well, the channels you're flying on, environmental interference. The goggles, to be honest, don't really make that much of a difference when it comes to long range, as long as they've got a decent antenna on the top and they are not a hodgepodge, really, really, really cheap pair with a really bad receiver in there. But most of the stuff, it might be using a, I think it's the 5808 receiver or whatever it is. Excuse me, my voice is disappearing. All right. Over near the boat sheds near the edge. So I just want to check, Duck, were you flying just here? Because this is where I had my guess. So you've got the boat houses. I don't know how much this is coming up. Were you flying just here? Is this you, this little speck? Just here near the end of the road. It's like 1 pixel. Is that what you were? All right. And back here to my face cam. Michael D04. Hi, I'm a noob and I have the FSI6 6-channel. So if I use our S bus, can I use all the aux switches even if I only have 2 extra aux channels? Yeah, you can. So you use those 6 channels. Where is this part gone? Has that disappeared? I swear I was reading a question and now it's gone. Did it get deleted? Okay. I feel like I was just reading a question and it's disappeared. If they take the Clearview module, even better. So that's from SST, FPV. Look, the Clearview and Rapid Fire, and I don't feel like they are better for long range. Why? Because they are taking 2 signals and interlacing them kind of together or meshing them together. I think you get better long range on a standard receiver, actually, versus one of those fancy pants multipath modules. All right. Someone say Mike's camping in FPV. He owns the EV200Ds. He's very satisfied. And License to Drive says EV100s have a nice clear picture, but the screens are too small for serious use. They have a monochrome LCD displays with a backlight that flicks between red, green, and blue to get a color picture. And Lou Judson says, I just got my Skyzone 030s and I'm very happy getting my eyes tested so I can get some custom lenses for them. All right. And it turns out we were right when it was Duck FPV. We picked it. This dude sitting right here was him. So I think when we, where was it? When we spun around and we're trying to guess where he was flying, I thought, where would I be standing if this was me flying around? This little person right here. There is one little black pixel right on my mouse because it's not near anybody else. It's on a grassy hill, so you can come in and land. And people actually have to make an effort to come up and get to you. So I chose that spot because I thought, well, out of anywhere, that's probably where I've been flying. Oh, that looks like a nice little spot up here as well. But yep, I feel like detective work, case closed. Well done, team. We're going to watch some other videos too there. If oh, and Raven's put the question in here. Thanks, that must have been removed. Hi, I'm a noob. I've got the FS i6 channel. So if I use iBus, S-Bus, can I use all the aux switches even if I only have 2 extra channels? Well, what do you mean the switches? You can use your whatever. You can use the switches on your radio, but you're only going to have 2 extra channels to use. So what you need to do is set one up as your arm switch, and then you can set the other one from, you can probably have 3. So you want to have your arm switch and maybe a buzzer if it's a 3-position switch, so you could go arm and buzzer, or you could have the other one set up so in some part of the range you could have your modes in there and even flip over after crash. You really don't need that many switches when it comes to drones. You really just need your arm switch and a mode switch most of all. All right. Let's see. Mike's camping and FPV is saying 52 degrees field of view. I'm not too sure what goggles he's referring to there. Jacob Nazam says we need more wing videos. Well, actually, that is what I'm working on straight after this. I've written a little list, and that is one of today's goals that I want to get off my list is working on that. Maverick Mini says he's got 2 GEP RC triple feed patch antennas, as I saw they look good for FPV, so should give me a good signal with the Mini or not. I'm just new to the drone scene, and the Mini is my first. So you don't need 2 triple feed patch antennas. You'd be better suited with 1 triple feed patch antenna and 1 circular polarized antenna. I think that's when things would be a little bit better for you. It's kind of like saying you're going to a restaurant and your food comes out, your steak's out here, and you said, hi, you've asked for, I'll have a triple feed patch antenna, or which is like saying, I'll have the pepper shaker, please. So they give you the pepper shaker, and then you say to them, I want 2 triple feed patches. Oh, I want 2 pepper shakers. It's not going to really give you that much better. Still putting pepper on regardless of which one you're using. That's why you need to change it up to have a circular polarized antenna and your triple feed patch antenna, and then they're going to work well together to give you the best signal, kind of like you want your salt and you want your pepper. So there we go, some nice little food analogies flying FPV. Hopefully that works. Let's have a look. SST says, I need better goggles. Send me some, Stu. No worries, they'll be in the post, my friend. There you go. I just sent them out. If they don't get there, just blame Corona. BLFPV, do you think DJI is better than analog, Stu? I need your advice. Yes, I do. Plain and simple, I do. Absolutely. And I wonder if anybody, you guys put some videos in here. Yeah, let's check these out. All right, we're going to be having a look at Salisa's video, the death of a queen. So this is Com. We saw him in here before. Let me get this up on the screen. Let's see. And oh, good, it's muted. Let me double check that. Okay, there. I'm not going to put the sound on because I did get a copyright strike last time that I did this. Okay, let's have a look. I think there is some flying in this video as well. Give you a little thumbs up there, my friend. All right, let's go. I'll do the noises. The Cine Queen, FPV, flying around. It looks very dry out here. Geez, no water. It looks like it hasn't rained out here for a long time. Where is this? All right. This is also one problem I find. If you've got some of those cine quads, they really can get captured by the wind. They don't do freestyle or acro or anything like that very, very well. It's just made for filming. We should be seeing, hopefully we can see some GoPro action. Okay, so we're flying around and then, oh, this doesn't look good. Let's find out what happened. I'm going to say, okay, on a punch out, it's either a desync or a motor or an ESC burnout there because, does it have an amp draw? Let's see, 7, 12, 15, 22, 24, maybe blew an ESC, but it shouldn't have. Yeah, I'm not too sure with that. Then it looks like we've got some other memes and everything in here. I think the dog just walked outside. All right, and then it looks like you're sticking it to the front of an FPV. Oh, is that the quad? No, that should be pretty good. Let's do it. This is a nice way with a bit of duct tape, taping it to the front, getting some FPV action, flying around. That's a good way to get the most out of it as well. I've done this a few times, and it is an awful lot of fun. The only problem is you're going to be having to have 2 goggle packs plugged in at the same time. You've got to plug your drone in, and then you've got to plug your car in. And you wouldn't want to crash your car as well. Alrighty. If you guys haven't seen them as well, they have these awesome little cars. I can't recommend. I've given that a thumbs up. If you haven't seen these were some of the most fun I've ever had. These cars right here. Let's see. We're going to have to. What ad are we going to get today? Oh, look, Medibank. They're going to give us some better home insurance or something like that for when if you're going to get sick. This right here. This is us racing around the house. This bad boy right here. This is something that I recommend everybody should try out. We've got Wingman Jono here as well. They don't make these noises, but yeah, racing these little cars around, so much fun. This is perfect for when it's raining outside as well. Where's the actual car footage here? If I jump in. It was quite fine on short car, but it does slow down. We even went outside. I built like this little track. Those problems. Was chasing the dog. The poor dog has just been chasing this thing all around, absolutely loving it. So yeah. So definitely, if that looks fun, let me know as well. So, all right, let's get in, answer your questions. Jay is saying +1 for the Interceptor appreciation. I own 2, and my son owns 1 as well. And back in here, we have. You have to have the sound. No, I don't have the sound commed because I got affected by, if it's got some music on there, my friend, I might get a copyright strike. I already got one. In one of the other streams, I said, oh, let's do it. How bad can it be? We're playing 10 seconds of sound. 10 minutes later, I had an email in my there, a bit of a warning from YouTube. And if you get too many of those, well, they will just delete your channel. Okay. FPV Nick says, I wanted to buy those FPV cars for the kids. Mate, you say they're for the kids. Let's be honest. They're for us, the adults, the mums and dads who are watching these and into FPV. Mainly dads. You're buying them for you because they are tons of fun. Does the Vtx get hot in the Emacs car? No, it doesn't. It's totally fine because it's all enclosed as well. Like, it gets normal temperature, but you can't touch it. There's no way that the kid's going to burn themselves or anything like that. And License to Drive says, I put a video link for Discord showing an RC car with a 3-axis gimbal. That's something I want to do as well, License to Drive, and have it sort of connected up and so I can drive it around. That would be a lot of fun. All right, we've got 82 people watching. I've been streaming for 30 minutes. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, you slackers. Let's do it. Or thumbs down. Before we go any further, let's see, we're at 34. 34 likes. Can we get a 35? 35 going once. 35 going twice. So, all right, we've got a 35. Thank you to that one person who took the time out of the day. 37. There we go. It's jumping up a little bit now. Keep it going, fellas. We got Jonty Lee's in here as well, saying, sup, Stu, so thank you for tuning in. And let's see, Random Family Man, he's saying, don't crash into the dog poop now, driving that thing around. And Mark Aaron, going to buy the Tiny Hawk 2. Okay, so you should be having fun with that. Which one, Mark? Are you going to be getting the race version, the plastic version? I'm not too sure which one you mean. Or it could be the freestyle version. There's quite a lot out there now. And let's have a look. I'm really waiting. Okay, so this one's from Jafar Zaidi. I'm really waiting for a 2020 UAV Futures $99 build. Have you tried to make a build for $99 lately? It is almost impossible. And I don't just want to make a really cheap build that people are going to, like, it's one thing to make a build, but you need to also make a good build so that people are going to enjoy. And I feel like for $99, it is very, very tough out there. Let's have a look. What is the best whoop? Okay, now this one we can easily answer. This one's from a name that I have absolutely no chance at all. Look, I don't know how to pronounce this. Jithra Eep Deathra. Pinobunyos. Here, this. Someone help me with the pronunciation of that, please. But the best whoop, by far, if we go to the world's greatest drone website, is it must be right up at the Mob 6 on here somewhere. Here it is. The Modulus 6, the happy model Modulus 6, and the perfect way to start your FPV journey. Let's copy link address. If you want to check this out, there we go. That I think is one of the best begin. I still fly, like I was flying this thing yesterday, and it's not even work related. I'm flying this for fun. My daughter chases it around. The drone, plays silly games. It crashes into things. She thinks it's hilarious. It plays hide and seek. She goes and finds it and brings it back. It's a lot of fun. And we've got LH is saying Stu always butchers my name. Also, people having some jokes at me trying to pronounce some names right here. And Mr. Indy Jones, CJ, says $99 would not be a drone worth building. It should be at least $150 to build. Prices have gone up since your $99 build. Yeah, 100% agree. That's makes it pretty tricky. You cannot do a $99 build today that I want people flying. That's probably the big one. I'd need a little bit more of a budget. All right. Other people still trying to pronounce that name. The Mob 6 HD is coming out soon. Yeah, I think I have somewhere in the post actually. And someone says, Jafar, it says, yeah, you're right. Then a nice budget build. It doesn't need to be $99. Yeah, maybe. You might see something. Okay. And Maverick Mini Cinematic says that Mobula is meant to be okay. Yeah, I think this is the best whoop I have actually ever flown. I still stand by that. I might have even titled that Modulus 6 in my videos. It's perfect. Here we go. Look at this. So this is what I had in my video descriptions. Hands down, the best whoop we have ever seen. So it's perfect. I really love that, and I can't believe it was $79 as well. And a really recent one, we had this Challenger. So best whoop Challenger from the UZ65. That's from eSheen. It's got a little bit bigger props. It does have a little bit more power. I just feel like it really depends. Do you want stability and ease of control? So this one, let's say the Mob 6 is probably 10 out of 10 for ease of control and a 9 out of 10 for performance. And the UZ65, I would say, is 9 out of 10 for control, but a 10 out of 10 for performance. So the actual speed you get off the UZ is a bit faster as well. All right, let's have a look to... And it's interesting too. You can see over a year ago, what was the date when we reviewed this one? So this was the Mob 7, which was the 2nd of November 2018. So that's about 2 years coming up now. So it's crazy that 2 years in a row, each year when they release the Mob 7 2 years ago, and then a year later, well, I guess it was the Mob 6. So Happy Model really knows what they're doing when it comes to having some little indoor quads. Okay. Let's see. Mike Hayes, what do you think about the Tyro 119? We can have a look at it. It's probably... Have they finally put the VTX inside when it comes to that? Okay, that is this one. And you can see even the Tyro builds have gone up in price as well. Wow, it's kind of expensive for Australia. Let's put this. This should be in US dollars. What's going on here? Yeah, I don't... That's got a Cadex camera at least. Like, they're getting better. That's this one. It's probably okay, but that's about as cheap as it's going to get as well. So I don't know. It's not my favorite. All right. Jump in to our face cam. Let's see. It's now 91. Very appealing. The Tiny Hawk kit is good. Yes, it is. That's the one that comes with goggles and also radio. How's the sound going too? I feel like my mic keeps dipping down, getting out of range as well. Random Family Man says, I'm blaming you for my dreams about FPV. It's all your fault. Well, I am so I'm proud. Thank you for that compliment. That's what we do this for. We do this to get you guys excited about FPV so you can get out there, have fun, think about FPV, change your life in such a positive and impactful way. That's FPV is absolutely fantastic for kicking off that journey. And if my videos help you do that and that's giving you the bug, that's what we're here for. Evan Riggs says, my Mob 6 always fail safes and I have to set it up Betaflight over and over again. Any idea what's going on? Are you running it down past 3 volts per cell? I haven't had any issues with mine doing that, but I have heard, I think with some certain flight controllers, some people have had some issues where if it gets too low, their CLI sort of like reflashes itself. So give me a little bit more information, but maybe are you running it too low? Even though I agree that shouldn't be happening. And let's see, I'm from Texas. This one's from Jafar, but currently in India. I'm going to stay here a couple of years as I've got family here. Nothing comes close to being affordable here. Something like that $200 drone would be $450 here. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That's not a good option as well. We've got Jonathan Dancer from my Beagle Delta to Charlie. So thank you very much, Jonathan Dancer. I bet you Charlie will be very excited. He's probably, let me see, Charlie. Oh, you can see him. He's coming in here. Here, come around here. Here you go, Pooch. So the first super chat of the day. There you go. That's actually from Delta. Oh yeah, yummy. Thank you. All right. So thank you very much for that. And also it helps support the channel. So in times like this, I guess you can't really rely on YouTube so much, but thank you to those people who do those donations, also those Patreon supporters as well, because it really does make a difference. And Charlie thinks it makes a difference as well. So he definitely does appreciate it. On your bed. Go on. Good boy. Oh, he's sitting there just waiting patiently. All right, let's keep going through answering some of your questions. I'm going to shut this, Charlie, so the cold air doesn't come in. And we have, Donnie's given me a little thumbs up as well, Donnie. So thank you. It seems to be a bit of a theme we've got going on. We've got 90 people watching, 38 people in the stream, 2 super chats. That's crazy. We have had 2 super chats in 1 minute. We went 38 minutes before we got our first one, and then our second one came at the 38-minute mark as well. But a little thumbs up button there from Donnie, so thank you very much. I've already pushed thumbs up, so we'll see what some other people do as well. Raven saying chomp chomp for Charlie there. Was the giveaway claimed? That was from John T. Lee's. No, it was not actually. I'm going to double check that just before I want to make sure. Even though I'm sure someone asked me this last night on Discord. Let's go through. I'm just going to have a look at my emails right here. Nope. All good. All right. So today's giveaway, we are still there with a GEP RC Dolphin. We have some GoPro mounts. We have a little micro ESC. I need to put this on a whiteboard, actually. We have, let's see, where did I put that? What was the other thing? We have a SIM key. And also, we have a Hawkeye Firefly 4K recorder split thing as well. So there you go. That's what today's prize is. So somebody's going to be winning that. Make sure you've entered that form up above because, yeah, you pretty much get all this stuff and a SIM key. The only thing is I probably need to open this up and test the camera on here. That is one thing that I want to check out as well. So, I don't know, that's exciting. Man, we've got a third super chat as well. Donnie's with his $5 super chat. Let's see if he put a message in there. Some more love for Charlie. Okay, Donnie. You're going to be broke by the end of this stream, brother. 3 super chats in 3 minutes. Here you go, Charlie. This is from Donnie. And what's your? I know Donnie's got a dog as well. I can't remember his name though. It's not Bear. Here you go. Who? All right. So thank you very much, Donnie. Let's have a look here. So Drunken Bullet 411 is saying, so what are you going to pinch off your daughter to give away this time? Hey, I didn't give away her radio. I didn't give away her remote. I just grabbed that. I wasn't really thinking, and that's why I had to change it. I was like, man, I can't give this away. What am I doing? Wopty Wop says, my goggles won't turn on when plugged in. Is that the goggles or the battery pack? So I would say check it with a multimeter. So you can just put it in the, check the battery and also check the balance port, not the balance port. Also check the barrel plug if they take a barrel plug, depending on what batteries you've got, and see if you're getting any voltage out. And that way you can find out, is the battery wrecked or are your goggles wrecked? That's the first thing we need to do. Mike's Camping in FPV says he'll fall out of the chair if he wins. And scrolling down. And Donnie's dog's name is Red. So there you go. Give your dog a treat as well, Donnie. And post some of your videos in, because I've seen some of Donnie's edits as well. Just here in this part, in the share your vids here, you can see posted in here, radio. So we've got someone else doing, oh, here's the 3R car gimbal one as well. So let's have a look here. Oh, and hopefully there's no music. I'm going to push mute just in case. But I've seen this actually. Have I already left a? I think I've left a comment here. Have I? I think there was one recently. I watched a few of these because this is old school, right? This is saying, did you have some older cars? Maybe is this the same one, License to Drive? All right, let's have a look here. We have this Jafar Zeddy. Man, what is happening right here? We're getting a bunch of stuff coming in. Okay. Been with this channel a long time. Absolutely loving it. You rock, Stu. I don't know what that currency actually is, to be honest. So I'm going to give... Thank you so much, Jafar. Please tell me, what is that little icon? I'm not too sure. I will give Charlie a little snack as well. Thank you very much. So here you go, Charlie. I think that's over the $5 thing. I'm not. Man, what's happening with these chats here? Come on, boys, slow them down. Charlie's getting excited. Okay, back here to dog cam. Then we're gonna check this out. Here, actually, come around this side, Charlie. Come here. Come on. All right. So this one's from Jafar. Hey, oh yeah, yummy. Okay, we have also got, let's see, because they all popped up at around the same time. We've got Donnie has given some more love for Charlie as well. And Jonathan Dancer, let's keep it going. Your channel originally got me into the hobby about 4 years ago. Now I've just built the first drone. Super thankful for UAV Future. So, all right, here's another one. Oh, yum. I need to get you a new collar, boy. Hey? All right, and I also saw one from Bring Your Own Battery FPV, who I used to say Bring Your Own Barbecue FPV. Thank you for your super chat as well, my friends. So that's a little bit crazy. We went 38 minutes without a super chat, and then it seemed we had like 8 at the same time. So thank you very much to everybody who is supporting the channel, believes in what we're doing, and I think when Jonathan Dance is talking about, you know, this helped him get into the hobby 4 years ago originally. That's crazy, you've been watching for that long. And that's what we do it for. We want people to be in the air, changing their life, exploring FPV. Whether you got a question today that we can help answer, you might not notice, but if you ask a question that might change not only your FPV journey, but someone else might be watching at home. Some kid might think, you know what, that is what I'd like to do. But FPV, it changes people's lives in such a positive, just amazing way, and it can really help people too. They might be going through some tough times in their life. They might not have, I guess, somewhere or a large support network to turn to, and they might need a little escape from the world, and some things might seem really dire, and you know, that some people's lives are great and they might be enjoying FPV as well. That's amazing. But FPV, I feel like it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what gender you are, your age, it just bridges all gaps. There is something so special and so fun about putting on the goggles, going for a fly, and just enjoying being free, being in the sky, and being proud of something you've built as well, and you've got the skills you are learning. It's creative, and I don't know, I truly love this hobby. So thank you for everybody who, I guess, supports this channel and helps share this with other people as well, because that's what we're doing. We really are changing people's lives. I know people in the chat here who I've seen their journey before FPV, and then what FPV has done to them since they've found it. And yes, one problem with FPV, you get more broke. Your wallet doesn't like you at all, but it is, I guess, so much more valuable, I think, for the amount of dollars you spend. This hobby it really is life-changing in such a positive way. All right, I am rambling on quite a bit. Ken Smith as well, thank you. That's another one for Charlie. Come here. So Charlie's getting quite a few little snacks. Don't worry, I'm not fattening up too much. They are just, you know, he's allowed to have a couple of these a day, but we break them down into some little bits here. Charlie, come here. All right, that's from Ken Smith. Oh yeah, come on, come here. Hey, do you want to say thank you? Speak. Speak. Oh, that's not speaking. Speak. Oh, good boy. You can have another one from me because you're a good dog. That's from everyone. Everyone in the stream. All right. Oh yeah, and someone said they just added a thumbs down because it's tradition. Yes, thank you very much, everybody. Let's see. I'm going to press the thumbs down button, and then I've disliked your own video. All right, and now I'm going to push it back to a thumbs up. Okay. More snacks equals dead Charlie. That's from Wopty Wop. And let's see, Echo B, Wade in Canada at UAV Futures. You got me, father. So I think. And in reference to what? Into getting you into the hobby, into flying a little bit more. And FPV Slugger, do you only have to fill out the giveaway once a lifetime? I first filled it out a month ago. Thank you. No, so FPV Slugger, once it's in there, mate, that's it. You don't need to enter it every single time or every single month or keep up with that. Just watch the streams, and as long as you've entered once, you are in the draw, pretty much, to get out there. And hopefully we pull your name out and you can win. I've already sent out actually 2 of the prizes, the FPV sim. I still have to hear back as well from whoever won those 4 motors. They did email me that day. I said, sure, do you want to do shipping, all this sort of stuff? They haven't got back to me about that part. But we sent out FPV Nick. He was a winner, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago. So I can't wait to see his prize. I threw some extra little bonuses in there as well because I did smoke the Tyro 89 that we built on stream. I plugged it in, the smoke came out. I'm not going to say it was my building. It probably was my building, but a good tradesman blames his tools. But when that turns up, let me know as well. I felt bad for sending out a smoke drone, so I did throw in some extras as well. Random Family Man, I changed mine back to thumbs up again, so thank you. Yes, that is tradition. We got 80 thumbs up, 98 people watching. We're almost been watching for I guess we're coming up towards the 1 hour mark. We're at 97 actually, and 47 minutes ago we started streaming. Maxine, Richard, hello. FPV Slugger saying thumbs up. Echo B, FPV, UA Futures, I was ready to quit. Your videos made me keep trying. I feel like that is a valuable skill or a valuable part of this community as well that we have. Donnie, you're going to be broke, brother. Was that one from Donnie? Oh, that was from Bob Davis. Sorry, I had to scroll up. Bob Davis, your channel got me into FPV also. That's what it's about. And we better give Charlie a snack first and foremost. So thank you very much for here. Man, I'm going to be running out of snacks soon. Lucky we're going to the supermarket today, Charlie. Come around here. All right, there you go. That's from Bob. Okay, yeah. I'm so glad my channel got you flying. That's where I feel like my channel really does something special that other channels don't really capture so much. It's just also about the mateship. So flying around with your friends in the field. We are laughing with Granger, Long Range Tony, Wingman Jono, Crash Test Cal, even though I haven't seen Cal for a little while actually in the field. Grumpy Trev, caught up with him the other day. But yeah, it's just when you're flying around with your friends, we are something to just like you guys. We are people in the field, just hobbyists having fun, bunch of blokes being silly with some RC hobby stuff, and I want to convey that to you guys as well. The only difference is I happen to film mine, put it on camera, and edit the videos for you guys, but I want you to feel like you could be in the field with us. I want you to be encouraged to keep flying. So whether I get you into the hobby, whether I motivate you to stay in the hobby, that's the mission. It's just all about getting people flying. So thank you very much for your lovely, kind words, everyone. I can't believe we've only had 1 dislike and 85 likes. It's, I guess, a sign that the people here watching these streams, the people who tune in each week, 3 times a week, actually believe in the mission that we're trying to do as well of getting people flying. All right, and we've got Duck My Squee, FPV. He's saying, Charlie, eat my money. So I actually, and here, Charlie, this is from Duck, because Duck is one of the few people. Here's a bit of a background story. So we did a UPE event, which that's sort of the nick. Here you go. That's from Duck, Charlie. So UPE is like a special event that runs once a year. It's for the mods on Discord, pretty much to say thank you for all they do and their help on Discord, all that sort of stuff, where we hire out an Airbnb. We do nothing but fly for a bunch of days and drive RC cars at night and fly indoor drones inside when it's dark. And Duck is one of the few people, probably there's two people I've met actually from the internet. This sounds so weird. So Duck and Raven have both crashed at my house on separate occasions, and it's kind of weird to say, "Hey, I met this random guy on the internet. He's just going to come and stay with us. Is that okay, family?" So a big shout out to those boys as well. UPA is kind of a special time. I think I have a lot of fond memories as well. I can't wait for the next one. All right, Carlos. Well, we haven't answered a few questions in a while. Carlos is saying, "What are your thoughts about aftermarket antennas for the DJI goggles? Any you would recommend?" I haven't tested enough to say one way or another. I do think that in some situations they will make a difference, and I don't think the DJI antennas are that good. But the crazy part is, I have been getting insane range using the stock default antennas that come with DJI anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Definitely a quick little Google. I think it was at RC, what's his name, Schimmel or something like that, does a video or a breakdown. Just have a bit of a Google for DJI antennas on there. So because I feel like people have done a much better breakdown than just my impressions anyway. I've only ever really flown around. I do have some spares there. But something you need to check as well, they're left-hand polarized. So make sure you're getting some left-hand polarized patches and things like that. Travis Simon, can I just say that as a man named Trav, who is quite grumpy himself, I feel robbed by your mate. All right. So, well, what's he meant to be? Trev. We've got Trev or Trav, because you can be Trav, you can be grumpy Trav, but we've got Trevor. So we've got grumpy Trev as well. So he's a grumpy old bugger who I love dearly. Just don't tell him that. You know, we'll tell him that I'm grumpy. We don't want to get too soppy here. All right. And Raven's telling me to check some things out as well. So let's have a look here at. Apparently, look at this picture. Look at Charlie's face right here. I don't know what Charlie's doing, but Raven's taking a screenshot. So here we go. Some stream inception. Um, we have, let's see, just here. I don't know what Charlie's face is doing right here, but he's not even looking at me. Look, Charlie is definitely staring at that snack. So have you ever seen such intensity? I'm looking at him, you know, oh, look at the man and beast connection there between a man and his best dog, a man's best friend. That dog don't give a stuff. He's just saying, give me that treat, shove that smacko in my mouth. All right, yeah, that's pretty funny. Good one there, Charlie. You're becoming the star of the show. We're just going to change this to UAV pooches now. It's all about pooches and dogs and that sort of stuff. All right. Getting back here. This is what it's all about too. I love just having some fun with you guys, answering some questions. We never know where the stream's going to go. It's always just having a good laugh. I guess giving some stuff away is cool as well, but it's just exciting times on here. Saying happy good morning, welcome to the world of FPV and some other parts, but we should be saying g'day. So Ellis Burrell, why is this called Super Subscriber Shout Out? Because we've been going through, thank you for asking that question, and for all the subscribers, all the people watching here, we have a Share Your Vids channel. We've been watching a few of these videos in here. So we've been going through, we're giving people, we've watched Ducks one, we've watched this one right here, this is Comms, and we're going to check some of these out as well. So thank you for reminding me. We're not going to watch two of Ducks, because we've got this one. Let's check out FPV Laser Rainbow Unicorn Drone Race Gates Extravaganza. I like it. We're going to get the sound turned down though, because, let me check that first. I don't want to copyright strike. Oh good, the sound is off. So this one's another one from License to Drive. I feel like we've seen this. Oh man, this is just tripping me out. I'm not too sure what's happening here. Check this out. I'll do the drone noises. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I don't even know how you're flying through this stuff. This is definitely far too trippy. Or not too sure what's going on right here. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty sure it feels like I'm just going through space and time right here. So that one's too much FPV. Jelly FPV, I just posted my second flight. Can I post? Absolutely. Throw it in that I'll put the link here for people. So if you've got a video you want me to check out, and I better hit thumbs up on that one. Sorry. We can put it just here in share your vids here, create an invite. Let's copy this. If you've got a video you want me to check out, it's going to be going right there. And SST FPV. I don't know. If you have a decent job, FPV isn't expensive. Yeah, I agree. For the value for money you get from this hobby, it is quite good value. Like, you don't have to spend too much money to get out and get flying, especially considering some other things, whether it be like, you know, I know if you're into motorsport or if you're into, like, say, I don't know, horse riding, a lot of other, sailing a boat around, those hobbies are extremely expensive. This one, not so bad. However, you do seem to spend a lot of money by just browsing online. Like, oh, gee, I wouldn't mind getting some of that. I wouldn't mind one of those. I do need a better charger, actually. Yeah, I should get some spare batteries. Oh, look, they've got VTXs on sale. I'll get a spare frame this afternoon. What should I get next week? Actually, I probably wouldn't mind a new GoPro case. So it does rack up a little bit. Whoopty Swap says, I'm making s'mores tonight. We're in Montana right now. And let me tell you that it is awesome to fly there. And the vibes there are great. So that sounds like an awesome. I've never had a s'more before. I think that's just like a big marshmallow, right? That you just kind of heat up over the fire, maybe. Karen Stuff says, I skated for 30 years before I moved to Oz from Asia for a great job. So now it's FPV and nitro buggies. Missed the rails, but love the goggles and my mini fleet. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people come from maybe like motocross as well to FPV. I know Cal used to do a lot of dirt bike riding, and the reason he switched is just because it doesn't hurt himself anymore, you know, after having some bad crashes. And it doesn't matter if you crash FPV, it's going to cost you what? Yeah, it might cost you $200, but you're not going to be left with a broken arm or some broken bones. All right. Creamy with a face says, can I have a shout out? No, you can't. Blasphemous says, at UA Futures, hi Stu, what's up? Not much. We are just having some morning coffee, watching some videos. We've been feeding Charlie some little snacks as well. And yeah, just all in all, hanging out. We're about to do a giveaway, I guess, in a little bit as well. We have a heap of stuff to give away. And Packwhack says, oh no, it says, hi, I don't know. It says, hi, UA Futures, what happened to your best and worst YouTube channel since the beginning? I'm not too sure. Can you give me a little bit more information there, please? I'll be able to answer that question a little bit more. And it looks like Whoppity Whop is saying a s'more is marshmallow, chocolate, and a graham cracker. I don't know what a graham cracker is. I'm going to guess it's like a crunchy biscuit kind of thing. All right. And Toxic Nug says, can I get a shout out? I only have 36 subs and no one likes my channel. Have you posted your video there, Toxic? Because that's what you need to do, my friend. If you post it in the share my vids here, I will go and watch it right now on stream for you, and I'll make sure I'll hit that thumbs up button. Okay. And SST is saying, I crash my Dingo 5 constantly. I really like the Dingo frames, actually. Saying quality stuff from Armerton. And Duck My Squeeze says, for the cost of a one Mavic 2 Pro, you can get amazing FPV setup, plus a GoPro Hero 8 Black to film on. Many hobbyists bought the Mavic 2 Pro, so why not spend that money on FPV instead? Absolutely agree. And it's 9 p.m. in Indy. Is that why you called Mr. Indy Jones? There, CJ. And let's have a look here. Oscar is asking, do I live in Australia with a lot of capitals? Yes, I do, my friend. And let's have a look. Unfortunately, I wish I lived in New Zealand. I kind of want to migrate there. I don't know. What's the rules like, Duck? In all seriousness, I might come over for a holiday next year and have a look at possibly transitioning over to there. And Michael Mika V. So thank you for tuning in every live stream. Mika, I've seen your name pop up quite a few times. How do I safely use lipos? I have a charger that came with my Emacs Race and 1S lipo. It is okay to run the drone till the battery stops. Can lipos be stopped after? Can lipos be stored after charge? So we have a lipo battery guide, if I find this somewhere. And I will... Donnie has given us another $10 super chat saying, we love you, Stu. Keep it up, mate. Donnie, I love you too, my friend. You're going to be broke by the end of this. Come on. That's enough. We're going to get Charlie too fat here. I want to say thank you very much. But yeah, I don't want you to be broke by the end of this stream. So let me have a look here at a LiPo, UAV futures, and I'm pretty sure... here we go. So this is an old video, but this will help you for a more detailed breakdown. And I can't believe this has like 350,000 views. That's kind of crazy. All right, so this just here is a video on for you, Mika. I just posted it, and I'll have to give Charlie a little snack as well. Yeah, Charlie, this is from your best friend Donnie. Here you go. I'll put him on dog cam. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Delicious. So let me have a look. Back to Facecam. Thank you very much, Johnny. This screen share. This video right here, it will break down all these batteries, show you how to charge them, all that sort of stuff. So, but the short and long answer is, if you're just using a 1S charger that came with your Whoop, it's not the best charger. You can use it, but really, when you step it up to some of these bigger ones, it's going to be make sure you get a good charge. It's going to be safe as well. Also, you don't really want to flow your battery down to 0 or down to till it's flat. That's not good, which is like 3.3 volts per cell. Try not to just go into 3.5, excuse me, per cell. And also, if you're going to be storing your batteries, store them at 3.8 volts per cell. Don't store them fully charged. That's not good for them either. Can't believe how succinct I just was able to spit that last answer out. All right. Cold Pour Northern says, got a standard of 250 grams. What do you think of the Gep RC Dolphin or the Beta FPV X Night 4? Well, I haven't tried the Beta FPV X Night, but the Gep RC Dolphin, which is this one in one of today's giveaways, is an absolute beast. However, I had a bad performing camera, so I need to double check the camera that's inside this one to find out. I was getting some really weird lines on the screen. Is that going to be an issue when it comes to this one? So that's something that I do need to check out. And I don't know. Leader Buck is saying bot reminds me of the Donald Trump of FPV flyers. I think Bot Grinder is one of the best pilots out there as far as I'm concerned. Best pilots in terms of just a nice human being. That man has nothing but love for the hobby, and he seems extremely he's built himself up from with no support of any other major, I guess, establishments. He's worked really hard to get where he is. We're talking about Bot Grinder right here. He's just all in all just a really nice dude. He doesn't seem prejudiced. He's not biased towards, I guess, you know, he's just a nice dude. So anyway, I've got a lot of love for Bot, and especially too because I feel like he would get judged a lot based on appearances. People will write him off quickly, but if you get to know him or you talk to him a little bit or you watch some of his videos, he is definitely very, very just a kind, nice individual, which I think goes a long way in this world. So I think Bot Grinder is a fantastic person for our hobby. Okay, maybe not so much for kids to watch him because he seems to be smoking an awful lot and doing some things. But yeah, but as a person and the heart, I think in the heart, Bot Grinder is doing it right and for this hobby. All right, Mad Grumpy Man, right? Okay, then you must have not too sure what he's talking about to know so much about it. Well, I'm not too sure what you're talking about there in terms of. This is Mad Grumpman. Says, right, okay, you must have smoked a lot in your day to know so much about it. I'm not too sure what you're referring to. Know so much about what? Let's have a look here. Maybe I have smoked quite a few batteries and quads in the past, if that's what we're talking about. Donnie E says, and whoop de wop maybe next week. F it and whoop de wop maybe next week. Okay, I'm not sure what the chat is talking about. And let's see. Pre-built. What is the best drone kit for under $100? So that one is from a name that I cannot pronounce. Someone else help me out just here. Sorry, JD, I can't pronounce your name right there. But one of the best drones for under $100. I'm going to say the Mob 6. That's what I'd be getting. Okay. And Yapsy FPV, best freestyle antennas for drones and goggles. TBS Triumph antennas, fairly old school but reliable. In terms of this comes up quite a lot actually, so we're going to have a look here. For your goggles, let's have a look. If I just go to Bangers, there will be an article coming out soon too, because we've discussed this quite a few times. However, if I go to screen cap, you can see I really like these pagoda antennas. These always have withstood the test of time. But the triple feed patch is amazing for a patch antenna. So if you're rocking diversity, you should have one of these. And I think one of your best splits would be a triple feed patch plus something like the iFlight here, because this one, it sticks up above your head. Your big brain bucket of water doesn't block the signal, so you should be getting some better signals as there as well. And B-Euro Barbecue is saying he was still watching Rotor before he was on, was still watching Block Grinder before he was on Rotor Riot. And let's see, we've got some other, please tag me with @UAV Futures as well. If you've got any questions that you want to have answered, because it makes it so much easier for me to see that. And we've got a giveaway coming up in a little bit as well. So we're at 125 people watching. Come on, ladies and gents, we're at 99 likes and 1 dislike. So let me know. Please give me some extra thumbs up there. Let's try and push more likes than people watching. So if you are watching this at home, might be on your phone, maybe you're having some dinner, I could just press that thumbs up button. It does make a difference. So thank you. I can see we've just pushed it up to 100. Let's keep it going. And Logan Games 564 is asking, how do we join the giveaway? There is a link in the description, my friend. So make sure you read that description. If I can put a giveaway together, I'm sure that you guys can read a description. So if you don't want to read the description and find out those details, well, I guess you'll just have to forfeit the prize. But yeah, it's in there. Go read that out. We will be explaining it a little bit more too. We're up to 105 likes, you legends. Thank you very much. And Volleytronics says, I just got me a tall luminaire antenna for my goggles. Let me know how it goes, because I want to know, does it make an actual difference, do you find, in your reception? And Jelly FPV, can you check out my videos on Discord? If you've posted them in the link where we said we might, let's have a look here, because I remember who else, we're going to check out someone else's as well, but let's have a look. All right, Jelly FPV, don't make fun of me, it's my second flight. Oh, we would never make fun of you unless you were one of my close dear friends. That's how you know that you'd be one of my mates, because I'll be actually teasing you quite a lot. So, which just reminded me, that means Russ, you must be one of my friends, because I make fun of Russ quite a lot. Anyway, let's have a look here. We're going to look at this one, Moving Shadow FPV. Was this the one we're checking out? Hang on. Did I get that right? Or is this? Yeah, no, this one, Jelly FPV. Then we'll have a look at Moving Shadows. Okay, Rough Day Ripping. Sound is off. Okie dokie, let's do it. I'll make the noises as well. All right, so we've got some question marks up here. That's probably one part I'll be changing. And my advice too, move some of these warnings out. This is your nice FPV space. You don't need this in front of you all the time. Put the battery voltage maybe down here in the bottom left, or the timer on the bottom left, and the battery voltage on the bottom right, and you're going to make it a little bit easier. All right, so I can see we're doing some practice turns. It's looking good. And I want to say too, Jelly FPV, I like the choice of place that you've chosen to fly around. Maybe a little bit close to the building for your first flights, but you should be flying out here in this part a little bit more. But yeah, all in all, I'd say for a second flight, not doing too badly. Let's see, can he get through some of these trees? He's following the path around, because it can be quite, crash. Oh man. Okay, that we were a little bit out. Oh man, okay, for a second flight, that's getting a little bit too much, a little bit too crazy right there. I'm going to say, if you are new to FPV, did you just crash into yourself there? What are we actually flying here as well? Hopefully it's not it's something that's definitely 2-inch, but I'm going to say you should be spending more time out here in this field. I'll give you a little bit of tutoring with you. If you put 1 or 2 gates out here in this field, fly here. Don't fly near people, especially when you're new to the hobby, because you might hurt yourself, you might hurt someone else. You don't want to crash into this building as well. We had a few close calls there, so set yourself some goals. Say, right, I'm going to fly around this post and then back, and try and keep your throttle control smooth. It's all about remaining smooth on the sticks. I also have a UAV Futures flight school, which I can show you as well. Oh, and I'll press the thumbs up button on that, but UAV Futures Flight School playlist. So if we go right here, you can see these videos. If you are new to the hobby how to fly. So we've got hovering, basic turns, your first rolls, trying to do a hairpin, doing some power loops. These are some great little lessons on how to actually fly for your beginner basics. So go check those out. I just googled UAV Futures Flight School. Wonder if I can I get a link? Can I share this somehow? Delete. So no. Anyway, so yeah, go check those out as well. Okay. Back to answering some of your questions. They've been piling up in the chat just a little bit as well. Thank you for tuning in. We've got 123 people watching, 109 likes, you legends. And Roland B says, my first full lap on my channel, no sound, less than 2 mins. Be easy, folks. All right, we'll check out Roland B's as well. And Wop says he means he might donate $50 next week. So I'm not too sure who you're referring to there, Wop. And yeah, Archangel saying that guy almost got a haircut in that last video. We're going to go have a look at Roland B's though as well, but I think we were going to look at Moving Shadows. Let's have a look at Moving Shadows video. Of course, no sound, getting faster. 240 subs, definitely doing something right. Let's give him a thumbs up. And a pretty cool location actually. Man, this looks unreal. All looks extremely unforgiving. How did you get here on a day like this, Moving Shadow, when none of the other bike riders are coming out here? Or is this made for like RC cars or something, or what's the deal? Definitely very cool. Man, that got some control as well. Widescreen. That's very widescreen, or is that just normal? Sorry. Okay, almost. Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be a little crash there. Okay. Moving Shadow definitely has some skills there, so, which I really think comes into play at this shot right here when he flips over there. Look at the throttle control. No problems. He's obviously done that a few times. Very, very smooth and precise. I wouldn't like to be in a head-to-head race against this brother if some dollars was on the line, because he's definitely got some skills to pay the bills. Let's see. Did we get some comments in here? All right. This is looking good. Looking good. Okay. Let's, I think we're going to look at some other ones as well. Keep answering your questions. Nathan Tenny says, Denti, just got my tiny wheat racing with the Meteor 65. How can we improve our muscle memory and consistency when ripping? Thanks for exposing this hobby to everyone. Cheers from Oz. Nathan, the only way you can improve your muscle memory, it's called muscle memory because it goes through, you're actually doing it. Your muscles need to do that and then they start remembering it. So the only way you can improve your muscle memory is by actually going through the exercises of flying. So whether that be on the sim, moving your thumbs around, or getting out in the field, there is no shortcut to do that, or at least not a shortcut we're allowed to discuss. You know, because otherwise the FPV gods and all the racing gods are like, Stuart, don't mention that. Because if you actually, you know, mix some Vegemite together with some bologna sandwich and scoff it down, that's the other way. It'll make you the world's best FPV pilot the next day. But you don't want to do that. Okay. And Logan Games says that was me that got a haircut. So if you could describe that situation in that last round, was that out of control? It looked a little bit sketched right there. Drunken Bullet FPV, I mean, you did not miss the giveaway, my friend. It should be the forms up there for anybody who's new who hasn't entered just yet. And how does he sound exactly like the motors? That's from Jaden the Legend. And Family Man says Stu wins FPV cinematic noises of the year. Okay. And Russ Wolf says sounds like a mosquito. And but that's only because Russ is teasing me for what a drone sounds like when it's flying. But because of Russ's pilot skills, he's never been able to actually to get it flying. So just he doesn't know what it sounds like in the air. So there you go, Russ. It does sound a bit like a mosquito sometimes. And Mike's Camping FPV Play Miner posted in the Discord. Fast forward to the 1 minute mark if you want. Okay, let's check this out. And Mike's Camping and FPV. Which one is yours, Mike? Well, we're going to watch this one then anyway. If this is you. I don't know where this place is. that we would judge your flying. It's had 9 views, so it is absolutely my pleasure, Lord FPV, to be your 10th viewer on this video. And we got some power loops, some DVR, not power loops, over and unders. Oh, we've had a disconnect. Don't know what's happening here. All right, that's we broke the internet there, Lord FPV, but thank you. I will thank you for sharing your video as well. Okay, let's keep going, answering some questions as well, because that's what we're here for, to get people flying, having some fun. Drunken Bullet says Vegemite ham, cheese and tomato equals awesome sauce. And JD wants to know the best FPV goggles. So I wish I had a descriptor right here that people could explain what do they mean by best, because best goggles to spend as little as possible money on, best reception, best screen size. I need a bit more information. Best cheap goggles that are going to get people into the hobby. These Hawkeye little pilot goggles here. Best goggles that you want to fly that are a value range. This one, the Skyzone O2Cs. And best goggles that, for, I guess, in terms of getting an amazing picture and flight experience, would be these DJI goggles right here. They kind of take care for all 3 things. They're those ones there. All right. Mike's Camping in FPV says it's an inside track. Max Life finally caught a stream, so thanks very much for tuning in, Max Life. Stuck in trees, give me a thumbs up. Hopefully you're not stuck in too many trees when you're flying, like JFPV and Wopty Wop. You should watch your own stream, so it's like Inception. Well, that'd be Streamception in Inception. Yeah, I watch enough of my videos when it comes through the editing. I should do a little editing tutorial as well, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure I'll talk about an idea here, and then what'll I know in 3 days' time, another YouTube channel will be like, oh, I'll just do that video Stuart spoke about. So I try not to talk about future upcoming ideas here. License to Drive says, I'll probably buy HD goggles when you can fly a week with a HD camera. And JFPV is saying ouch. So that's all right. I think Jay cannot fly without getting stuck in a tree. Or should I just say Jay cannot fly? No, that'd be too harsh. Big love for Jay. And I shouldn't be so harsh on him because he is a lovely individual as well. We just won't tell him that I said that. And at UAV Futures, me and Jelly are going to post an RC car with a GoPro on it and a Tiny Hawk following. There you go. So you can post all your videos in there. And don't just check them out today. You should be posting your videos in there when you just want to share and talk with people on Discord as well. And do you have any plans? This one's from Devish Elementrum. DE wants to know, do you have any plans to try 3D quads? Not really, because I feel like my brain would just explode between the unelasticity of I guess, a mid-30s dude who has 2 children that have turned his brain to mush. Trying to learn something like 3D FPV might just, make my brain come out the front of my nose. And Scott Wilson says, so when not testing, do you primarily use HD goggles over analog goggles, and how would digital goggles be cheaper than analog? So some analog goggles out there, yes, I do use HD when I go out for flying. When I say, if my friends hit me up and said, hey Stu, you want to go flying, you can bring any drone you want, let's just meet up and rip around. Unless it's indoors, I would love to take a digital drone. I just feel like they're just better suited to what I want to do. I love the clarity that I can see. It's almost like watching a HD movie. It's ridiculous. But how is it cheaper? Well, when you talk about top end analog versus top end DJI, or I guess DJI, the analog goggles actually are about the same price as the digital system, and you're not going to be saving really any more money just by going with some Fat Sharks or some of those really expensive. Whether you went orcas are even more expensive, and that's how you can save some money. And a Caddx Vista is not that expensive, so that's one of these as well. So this here, the Caddx Vista, you got to remember that is going to be streaming some beautiful footage to you. It's your receiver as well. It comes with antennas and it comes with the camera. So it's a pretty nice little, and it's your VTX, so it has a fair bit in there as well. So when you add all those things up, if you went when you go the high quality analog, it's going to be the same price as going digital. However, if you want to go analog on a budget, it's of course you can get a lot cheaper options. You can't get cheaper digital options. But if you're going to be going the best of the best, that's why it makes it a hard sell for me to recommend analog products when the digital is about the same price on the top ones. Okay. Mike Gay says, should I get 5-inch props in a 6-inch quad, or at least try? You can. I'm not really into 6 inches as much, but there's nothing wrong with them. They're a bit more cruisier, I think, a little bit louder. They sound cooler, but yeah, for me, I quite like it. You'll find it's a lot more stable actually though, because the props are more spread out just a little bit more. Tom Lansby, saving to buy the iFloat Nazgul like you recommend. Can you recommend a price, receiver, friendly transmitter combo that'll work with easily? I haven't tried it, but the Beta FPV radio is meant to be pretty rad at like $40, so you should be able to get that and a little receiver to go in and combine it up with. I haven't tried it though, so I want to stress that. Otherwise, the Radio Master, which is this one right here. You know, the world's greatest drone website, UAV Futures, right here, is uavfutures.com. It's perfect because in these streams, anything that comes up quite a bit, that's what this is made for. It is the most commonly asked questions that people discuss. The Radio Master is a fantastic budget radio as well. Not budget, but like just really good value radio that's honestly not that expensive for the features that you get versus some of the other things out there. All right, and SST is doing some maths right here. He says if you want to get the Orca FPV one, they're going to cost you $650, and a rapid fire receiver is another $150. That's $800. DJI goggles with a Vista and a DJI goggles plus the Cadex Vista is $700. So it's already cheaper. Plus, that doesn't even take into account the camera you'd have to buy on the analog as well. The receiver you wouldn't have to buy. So it's a lot cheaper sometimes. Sunny FPV, I've seen three UFOs in your videos of the past. Tell us the secrets. Are you in alliance with them? They weren't drones or planes, not even a frisbee. Sunny FPV, I don't even know what you're talking about, man. So sorry if you've seen a UFO in my video. I have no idea what you mean. I mean, we've done some little whoops or something, or do you mean something different? Oh, we've even got someone called UFO Pilot Sunny. That was me, so there you go. I'm not too sure what you guys are talking about there in the chat. Logan Games, do we have to post FPV or can it just be drones too? Look, if you've got a cool drone video, you can post it in there. We might be checking it out. And Mike's saying he's having flashbacks. And JD is saying the best 5-inch. It is. JD, I'm not answering that question, my friend, because you're not listening to what I'm saying. I need some more information. So when we say best for what? What do you want to do with it? As much information as you can. So we're going to just see if we can come up with a bit more information there from you. A long, detailed sentence, please, with as much info as possible so I can give you the right information and you can make the right decision. Hill Scraper FPV. At UAV Futures, I should just talk like a pirate. Arr, do you think we'll be seeing another game controller come out this year? I like the Radio Master, but they seem a bit big to me. I don't know what that accent was, but I'm feeling embarrassed now. So when you say game type controller, something like the Tango 2, because you really can't go past the Tango 2 if you want this style. Where is my Tango 2 page? Let's have a look here. Tango 2. This bad boy right here. So which radio should I buy in 2020? This one. I like the Tango 2. I think you will appreciate this little write-up right here. Okay, let's have a look here. YT FPV, any new info about the T18? No, it should be. Maybe it'll turn up today actually because today's Monday. You've already pre-ordered. And people say Mr. Indy Jones CJ is saying the Nazgul 5 and Jelly FPV. Do certain propellers such as Johnny FPV props need a certain motor speed? You know what? They will have a motor speed that is optimal for them in the terms of most efficiency, and a KV matching. But most of the time, your drone is revving up and spinning down so much. I don't think it's going to make so much of a difference. You don't want to really put a huge chunky prop on a really, really high KV motor. But for 80% of the time, if I was just flying some KV around 2400 on a 4S, it wouldn't matter what props I threw on there. It's going to be fine no matter what. Hillscraper FPV says, yeah, like the Tango 2, but multi-protocol. I don't know. If anyone can do multi-protocol in the Tango 2 form, I guess it might be TBS, but we'll have to just see what they're going to do in the future. I don't know, but I do have a lot of hope in... Look, I think Trappy makes some amazing stuff, and I can't wait to see what they do in the future. I think TBS is one company that we should all actually kind of back a little bit. All right. 7 drivers saying Stu's Aussie accent is on point. Maybe just stick with that. And lazy FPV. I just fried a board for my Modulus 7. Should I replace the board or just buy a new whoop? And what would you recommend as a good replacement? I say lazy man or lazy FPV. Just check out the Mob 6. I really, really did like that. And if you want to go outdoors a little bit more, maybe you might be choosing a different drone. But if you're flying around indoors, the Mob 6, absolutely. And DE is saying, what do you think of the Rotor Riot Skyliner HD with the DJI Might for a first drone? I'm new at the hobby and I am an expert plane and wing pilot. All right, let's have a look here and find out how much it's going to be. I don't know how much the frames are. And pre-order. Let's how much is this frame? All right, this frame is $89. Let's go here. So if you want to get the Skyliner, look, it's Drib's signature frame. I guess you're paying a little bit for you're paying $89 for this bit of carbon. I guess it's expensive. If you're for a beginner drone, I don't feel like this is what this is something that I get a bit frustrated in, is when beginners drop serious cash on stuff that they don't need to. If you're a beginner drone, if you're after a beginner drone and you just want to build one, get something like this. Let's have a look. The Source 1 TBS. And that one was 89 bucks, but you can get something like this, the TBS Source 1, which is, how much is this going to be? This is $24, my friend. And it's going to be, the quality is going to be the same. You're not going to be getting really any benefits. You would be able to fit a Cadex Vista in here as well. So if you wanted to do that, you're going to be, you save, there you go, you're saving 50 bucks. So that's where I feel like if you are a beginner, and this is where I feel like my channel has a lot of value to a lot of people, don't feel like you need to buy some of the most expensive stuff out there. You can actually shop around, and buying cheaper doesn't always mean, or buying more expensive doesn't always mean better quality. Let me know what you guys think as well with the thumbs up, thumbs down. It was up to you when you're a beginner. Thumbs down if you go and buy the Skyliner. Thumbs up if you would be buying the Source 1. If you're a beginner, and the prices are $24, 25 bucks for the Source 1, and I think it was 90 bucks for the what do you call it, for the Skyliner. If you've got a Skyliner, that's great. If you want to support what Rotor Riot does, if you want to send some money to Ladrib or whoever, because those pilots have to put their signatures on those, or design that frame or whatever, and they deserve to be, I guess, compensated for their time if you believe in what they're doing. But if you just are a beginner pilot and you're just entering the hobby, you need all the money that you can. I think the Source 1 would be a great option for a lot of budget people out there as well. Okay, and JD, best FPV freestyle for 5-inch. Thank you for adding some extra sentences in there, and it is going to be the Nazgul, especially for the price coming into the hobby as well. You can't really complain with the Nazgul. Okay, let's do it. Let's do a bit of a giveaway, actually, because... and Mason Storms, hey Stu, does OpenTX still support the Nirvana? I think Fly Sky is doing some stuff with the Nirvana. Unfortunately, FPV Underground, or whatever it was, the guys who kind of innovated that just disappeared, upped and left, and they had a great radio that they just didn't support. So I'm kind of a little bit, I don't want to swear, but ticked off at Underground FPV. Actually, they should have done a lot, but they could have had an amazing radio on the market. But no, they just kind of took everybody's money and disappeared, unfortunately, and didn't even help us with the software and all this sort of stuff. So they had a great radio. They were 80% of the way there, and then just went nut. And I don't know what, they just sold out the orders and then never really fixed it from there. Okay. Let's have a look. And Mike's Camping is saying the Nirvana was never really finished. Lord FPV saying he loves his Nirvana. I know Malice Vex flies around a Nirvana as well, and I'd love to know what firmware you guys are running. And Stu, are you using Crossfire Short on any of your quads? If so, do you Crossfire Short? No, I am not, actually. And let's see, we're going to do a giveaway. So we've reached the 90-minute mark. So there should be a little form up there going into that. Fingers crossed. Give me some thumbs up. We have today a dolphin toothpick thing, 2 GoPro mounts, a Hawkeye 4K split camera, which is this. It's in this little box right here, and a SIM key, and also a Pico BLX 20x20 that someone's going to win. Okay, let's do it. Giveaway time. I'm going to try and not get distracted. I can't believe it's already hit the 90-minute mark. That's crazy. Make sure nothing's on the stream. And because I've got to end this stream soon because I want to finish editing a video straight after this. I'm going to jump in. Let's find this form. And let's see. Nope, not that one. We've got to not look at the chat, otherwise I get way too distracted. Okay, it is populating, filling the entries out. We've got a few entries in there actually. Got some people talking about Rotor Riot in the chat as well. Okay, I need the numbers. If I scroll down, we have 1,713. 1,713. That's the max amount of entries. And it looks like Ilya, Mr. Everett and Mr. Allenson, you guys were the last ones in here. So we're going to now do a draw of one number between here, and you'll have 30 minutes to email me. So random number generator, random number between, and I can go to screen capture. 1 and 1713. All right, here we go. Everybody guess your number on what it's going to be. So you type a number in right now. This doesn't change. This part that you're typing, this number doesn't change. Whatever you're typing in the chat right now, it doesn't mean that you win it if you guess this number, because it's going to be based on the whatever is in the form, which we'll go through and we'll show you guys on the screen. This is just for a bit of fun, this part. So I'm going to guess a low number today. 209 is my guess, is what I think we're going to go to. And it's just had a super chat too. So I saw that pop up. Where did that go? That's from Com. Thanks for all the help getting us in the air, buddy. It is absolutely my pleasure, my friend. That's what we're here for. And also, thanks for tuning in for the stream, because you've been here for quite a while as well. So it means a lot to me that you've been enjoying the content and just enjoying what we're talking about, hanging out, talking all things FPV. So yeah, it's my pleasure, my friend. Okay, we're going to generate a number from between 1 and 1713. We've had a few people guessing their numbers right here. Let's do it. Let's have some fun, and then we're going to. William Barlow says it just had to re-enter the giveaway for him. All right, let's do it in 3, 2. Hit that like up button. Hit the thumbs up. And let's find out what's going to happen. I always get a bit nervous before I do this. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, click. Whoa, 1, 4, 5, 7. That's a high one. Let's find out. So we're going to go back to Facecam right here. Back to my form, wherever that is. Make sure that I'm not putting everybody's emails on the screen. 1457. Let me type that in the chat. 1457, so I don't lose it. And yeah, the numbers have been pretty high the last few rounds. Let's go in and have a look at this live stream entries. Now, if you win, you do have to pay for shipping. 1457, 1457. Okay. Well, I think this person might be in the chat. I'm not too sure. We're gonna have to wait and see. We'll see if they're in here watching. Let's see. Let me double check this. 1 4. What did I say? 1457. 1 4. I was looking at 1 5. I'm not going to say who that person might have been because they will be upset. 1457. Whew. I was looking at 1557, and I am pretty sure that it was somebody who's been in the chat today. So we're going to. I am very glad I didn't post that. That would have been heartbreak. I don't know. You know what's worse than not winning? Being told that you won, but it was actually a mistake and you didn't win. Okay, 1457. 1457. Okay, we've got it. Let's see. Go for the snipping tool. Snip. 1457. This person here. That's what your email starts with. Minimize this. 1457. 1457. Okay. Here we go. So if this is you, can you send me an email? You might be in the chat. And let's have a look here. 1457, 1457. That's all looking good. That is the same. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Click. If this is you here, Jacob Poberil, I don't know. Email me from the rest of this email address. You have 30 minutes of it. 137. You've got 30 minutes to email me that. So there we go. It's 1:38 right now. Let's go through there. I'm reading some people saying, "Was it me? Was it me?" in the chat. I'm not saying who the people were, but let's have a look. This person, you've got 30 minutes to email me. 11:38. So send me an email by 10 past 12. So my time. So 30 minutes from now, Jacob, if you're in the chat, also let us know and find out. Ben's saying that address looks fake. Let's hope it's not. Yeah, I mean, if they, let me check here on the rest of the camera, on the rest of the addresses. That's the beauty. If they put in a fake address they don't have access to, well, then they can't email me from it. So, all right. So email me there, 1457. And it looks like you're from the Czech Republic. So there we go. Send me an email. You got 32 minutes, so 10 past 12 my time. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. Let me know what's going on with the stream. Congratulations to the winner. And if I am so glad that I didn't read out the wrong person's name, because that would have broken their heart. So there we go. I don't want to say too much more about that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to go and edit a video right now because we've got a fair bit of stuff to take care of today. I also want to get flying out with the HX100. Thank you for tuning into the stream. You guys are fantastic. It's a great way for me to start the day. I love just tuning in, chatting with you guys, having some fun. Thank you so much to all my Patreon supporters. The Patreon link is up above. So if you've enjoyed this and you think, you know what, I wouldn't mind supporting Stu, I guess, on a way that can help him continue to do this, where I don't have to rely on YouTube, which can be a little bit stressful. The Patreon link is up there, and it does make a huge difference. And also, thank you to all the people who threw their super chats my way. It is hugely appreciated. Charlie liked it as well. He's putting on a couple of pounds, the pooch. And so anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Subscribe for more FPV related content. The Discord link is here as well if you want to go check out the Discord. We are usually in there in about 10 hours time is when I will probably jump on, when I'm most active on Discord, because that's when after the kids go to bed, all that sort of stuff, I usually jump in here, chat to some of the crew, have some fun. I love you all, and as always, happy flying.